right, guys, so me and my wife, we're headed out to Habitat for Humanity and a couple other places to look and see what we can find and maybe get some ideas for a sink, a stove, that sort of stuff for the bus build. So yeah, stay tuned. Here we go. That's pretty much like a built little pull-out bed right there. Here's some looks like shower wall kits. I don't see a price. Some of those are not cheap. 100 and something, 139. Some tile. I don't know if I want to do tile for the backsplash. I was kind of thinking about doing that copper. They have like the stamped copper. They got some flooring over here. Let's see. I kind of like this lighter color like this. But like this right here. That's a stick on. I don't think I want to do stick on. This has the pad. This is all like the particle board type stuff, it looks like. This is some snap together vinyl. Doesn't have the pad under it. What's this? Is this tile? Yeah, we don't want to do tile in the bus. Too much, like risk of it cracking and stuff because of movement. There's some vinyl. Looks like they got quite a bit of this.
I like that barnwood color.
I wonder if this right here is like this. See how this is that kind of pressed wood paper like stuff. If it gets wet, it'll puff up. But this is not. I don't think.
It says water resistant. This one does.
Yeah,
this one says waterproof.
We want waterproof. This is ProMark.
The top water droplet should tell you what it is.
This is water resistant. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty wide range of like, I don't know. Here's some drawer pulls. I don't know if we're going to use drawer pulls though. These are kind of neat looking. Stainless. Knobs $1, handles $2. Definitely nowhere to go to get that kind of stuff, right? All right, we're gonna have to go check out another store. All right, guys, we got some, what is that, coffee table legs? Some nice little wooden coffee table legs. We'll just have to put a top on those. And then we found this sink right here for the bus build for $25. And those right there are $4. I'm hoping it's $4 for the whole thing. So that'd be what, like 30 bucks right there. Here's what we got for sinks. And this one's not quite deep enough. And this one, it's missing one of the things there. Probably for a garbage disposal. I'm leaning towards this one. This is metal with a porcelain on it. It's got the 5 holes so you can have your little sprayer thing. So I think we're gonna grab this one here. And we are at Habitat for Humanity, so pretty cool. There's other sinks over here on the other side, pretty much the same thing. So anyways, we're gonna grab this one and those table legs. We're gonna look around a little bit more. Hi, Abby. You wanna come up? Come on, come on, get up here. Come on, look at you. Abby made it in here. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi, everybody. Guys, this is Abby. We call her Abigail. We call her Paws. Oh, she found something new in the bus. She's like, where'd this come from? We got a sink in the bus? Yeah, you know where we got that from? We went to Habitat for Humanity and we got that. You've been out wallering in the grass, haven't you? Oh, you like them back scratches? Oh, yeah. She's like, oh, yeah, right there, right there. Oh, right there. Oh. All right. So, yeah, we just, we got back from Habitat for Humanity and we got the sink right here. It's not new or nothing like that, but you know what? This right here will work. This is pretty deep. And that's what we were looking for, was a deep sink. I kind of wanted it a little bit deeper, and I wanted it to be just like one basin, you know, to be able to, you know, get the pupper dog in there for a bath. But you know what? This will work for now. If we have to, you know, later on we could probably buy a different one, but right now that $25 sink right there, it fit our budget. I couldn't pass it up. I said I gotta have it. I also found some table legs for a coffee table. Hopefully I can use that to build a coffee table and sell to make a little bit of money to help with buying the flooring. As you guys can see, we have yet to get all the flooring pulled out of here. I've got the air conditioner, evaporators, whatever you want to call these. I got those pulled down. This one right here, I kind of messed up the hose on it a bit, so it's probably not usable. This one over here, I think, is a little better. I didn't mess up the fittings going into it, so we might be able to use that again if we needed to, but pretty sure we're not going to use that. Yeah, I don't know if we'll have air conditioning in the bus whenever we're driving. The plan is to hopefully have solar panels up here on the roof, a whole, you know, solar system, and hopefully we can get a mini split installed on the back of the bus here, and that should be able to run, I think, while we're going down the road too. Not that we're really planning on traveling a bunch in this, but there's that possibility, you know, of driving wherever. That's actually kind of what we wanted it for, is, you know, a place to live, plus, you know, at the same time, if we wanted to travel and, you know, if we could afford that, we could, you know, go places or something. But as of right now, we can't afford to do that. So we just need to, you know, get the bus built out to where it's livable and, you know, where it meets all of our basic needs and everything. And I think Paws likes it. You like it, don't you? You like the bus? She's like, oh, it's nice and cool in here. Yeah, it wasn't nice and cool when I first got in here. I had to drop all these windows, well, not all of them, but a bunch of them, and open up the top emergency hatches because this is some crazy weather. Yesterday, I think it was in the 20s and the high of like 40 or something, 30 or 40 degrees yesterday. And then today, it's got to be at least 65 out here. It's nice and warm. So anyways, I've got some other stuff to do today. I got some editing to probably try to take care of this afternoon to get another video out to you guys. I'm starting to run behind on getting my videos edited because like yesterday, me and my wife, we worked all day yesterday. We hauled 3 loads for Amazon, which is kind of unheard of. We've never done 3 in one day, but we done 3 yesterday, and then today there wasn't any. So yeah, I guess it's, you know, daggone. Excuse me. So anyways, I guess it's, you know, one of those deals where you make hay whenever you can, right? So that's what we done yesterday. We worked our butts off. And then today there was no loads, so go figure. Whew, dadgum, guys. All right, so now that I'm done sneezing like crazy, maybe I can try to finish this video out. So anyways, we got a sink right here for $25. Super awesome find right there. Thank you to Bussy McBusface and A Bus Life Story for suggesting that we go to Habitat for Humanity to look for some of this stuff. So had I not got that for $25, it probably would have cost me a few $100s to get a sink for the bus. And so this right here is definitely going to work, and it fit my budget of like $0. So we're 25 in the hole now, basically. No. So I invested another $25 into the bus here for a sink. We did find a refrigerator there. It's kind of a shorter, like a apartment size refrigerator. It's not too small, and it would be big enough for a family. You would just have to kind of go grocery shopping probably at least once a week or so. Maybe once every 2 weeks if you kind of stretch things out. But yeah, they want $200 for it. That's a little bit out of my reach right now, but I will be looking around for a refrigerator similar to that and everything. They actually had it plugged in. It was running, so we know that it works. It runs off of 110. I'm really kind of wanting to look and see if I can find a 12 volt refrigerator because we don't have solar for the bus yet. We don't have a solar system. We have none of that. We don't have an inverter. The only thing I have that could possibly run that is a generator, and I don't want to run that generator all the time just to power a refrigerator. The other thing is, even if we did have solar, and we don't necessarily want to run off of an inverter, because then you have that inverter on all the time. The whole time that you have an inverter on, it is drawing juice from your batteries. So they're just not real efficient. It's nice to have an inverter for like charging your laptop and stuff like that. So I would likely go with, say, a 3,000 watt inverter. I know for a fact that 3,000 watt inverter, the power drive one that I used to have in my semi truck, I had it in there like 6 years, I think it was, and never had any issues with it. When I sold the truck, the guy said that it was draining the batteries down, and I said, well, yes, of course, if you leave it on in the vehicle, you know, it's all hooked up and it's on all the time, and you let that truck sit for 3 days, it's going to drain your batteries down. That's just how inverters are. So he had to start turning it off or something, or unhook it. I just suggest that he put a battery disconnect switch on it and turn it off. See, I never had that issue because I pretty much ran my truck every day, whether I was in it sleeping or whatever. That truck pretty much got ran every day, so I never really worried about the batteries dying on it. And then when I came home, I would put a battery charger on it and just let it, you know, stay charged, or I would disconnect the batteries, and that way they wouldn't drain down. But anyways, yeah, that's super awesome. we got this sink here, but I just brought it in here for this video. I've got, as you guys can see, a ton of stuff here to take out. All this stuff from the air conditioning units. I'll probably end up just sticking these in the shed or something, or in the shipping container, locking them up, because we might have a use for these squirrel cage fans that are in here. Those things, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a use for those. And when I'm building this out, you know, kind of the plan in the future is if we can get a mini split, we'll put it on the back of the bus. I don't want it on the roof or nothing like that. I don't like those big, the kind of tall air conditioners that, you know, the rooftop air conditioners. I don't really like that idea. So if we can, we'll put it on the very back end of the bus, so we're not getting real tall with the bus or anything, because that can actually limit you on where you can go and stuff. And it just becomes a big headache having to worry about extra height and all that kind of stuff. I mean, this isn't 13.6 like a semi, so you can go a lot of places that like semi trucks can't. And we would like to keep it that way. The length on this bus is kind of an issue in some like state parks and stuff like that. Some RV parks may not let you have a bus this long. I think we're 38 feet, I want to say, is what the total length is from bumper to bumper on this. The buildable space on here from this piece of trim right here, this aluminum trim, if I measure from there all the way to the back door, that's 30 feet exactly. So we're 7.5 foot wide and 30 foot long. That's my floor space. That's 225 square feet. So yeah, I'm going to have to be looking for flooring to cover 225 square feet. I also got to get plywood to cover all of this, because all of this has to be ripped up out of here. And I'm probably going to end up painting the inside. I do have some exterior latex paint that I was going to use on the chicken coop. I've got some red and I've got some white. We're not going to be putting that on the outside, but we might put it on the floor here after I get all this rust taken care of. And then again, I might actually just go get some Rust-Oleum and put that down to help prevent rust. I think the latex would work good also. I don't know. I've never tried it, but I think it would work. I mean, it's not going to be for beauty or anything like that. It's just basically going to be to cover up the metal, to provide kind of a moisture barrier of sorts or whatever between the plywood insulation, or the insulation, and the metal to help keep it from rusting out or whatever. So I might be better off getting some Rust-Oleum or something. I think that runs somewhere around $50 or $60 a gallon. And it would probably take a few gallons to do this right here, to do the floor. I'm thinking you might maybe get this all covered with 1 gallon if you spray it on. If you roll it, it's probably going to take at least 2, possibly 3. But anyways, I've seen people like paint a bus with like 3.5 gallons or something. So anyways, I've got a lot of work to do on all this stuff. I actually need to start working on the walnut coffee table and see if I can get that thing sold. And if I can sell that, that will help out immensely with some bills and stuff here, and maybe put towards some insulation and stuff, so we can get this floor tore out and get started on that part of the build. Really right now, the thing that's holding me back is just finances. We don't have the money to really be putting much of anything into this. The money for the sink right here actually came from selling a hog feeder that we had out here on the property. A guy that I'd done some milling for, he seen it and he's like, hey, what's that? And I told him what it was, and he goes, hey, you know, I'd like to get that. And he came back and he bought it from me for $50. So that's where I got the $25 to get this right here, and the legs that we're probably going to be using on a future coffee table build. So hopefully I can make some money doing that. Today's a nice day, so guys, I'm going to get out of here and get after it, start doing some woodworking and stuff. I got my wife here today because we don't have any Amazon loads. So she's going to help me with the boards that are out there on the trailer, I've got to run those through a planer so I can use them on a project. So you guys will see that here in the near future. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.